Hi, my name is Ahad. We are just making this video in order to help people to run the Oceana demos that was developed as a part of Gitex 2018. So this video is not replacing the Gitex recorded and other presentation and the material. So it is expected the people that want to do the demo to go through that material first and use this video and the script that we provide to know how to do the demos step by step. So during this demo I will cover 6 use cases, and the script that we provide is actually four scripts, but the use case 1 and 2, 3 and 4 can be combined to have an end-to-end flow, or break it down to a shorter video like what I've done to make it easier to run, because it becomes lengthy to run the complete flow, but you have the option. This is just for your information. The devices that we are going to use to run these demos, so I have a laptop to run the agent, I have a laptop to run the supervisor, I have 2 mobile devices. One would be for the customer, which run the Equinox client as a soft phone to communicate, as well as we have a mobile app that customers use for day in, day out online activities that they need to do. And of course we have Echo device for one of the use cases, and one mobile device is for the expert that we bring into the flow. And this is a very interesting part, that bringing UC-CC integration as a part of this demos, which is a new functionality that we are introducing as a part of Gitex customization. So having said this, we are going to start the use cases one by one, and you can refer back to the document that I prepared as well as the script on how to run these demos. Okay, thanks. So I'm starting with use case number 1. In this use case we are demonstrating the Alexa integration through the skill and the Lambda services with the Oceana, as well as speech analytic as a part of the WFO suite that is going to detect the customer speech for certain words, and then it will involve the supervisor for taking the action in order to enhance the customer experience. So this use case can continue that combine the script in the use case 1 and 2, which at the end we can send at the end of the transaction with the supervisor. We can send an SMS and invite the customer to a video call, or break it to 2 sessions like I've done. One is the Alexa integration, and then the next use case would be a simple video call, but you can combine the 2 together. So we are going to start. Alexa, open Beyond Bank.
Welcome to Beyond Bank. Please tell me your username.
Sarah Smith.
Thank you. A 4-digit verification code has been sent to your mobile. Please read out the code.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you, Sarah. You are now verified. How can I help?
What are the car loan options?
Sorry, I cannot understand.
What are the car loan options?
For existing Beyond Bank customers, we can offer rates from as low as 4.5%. Would you like to speak to an advisor about your options?
Yes. So the call is presented to the agent, and the call is also made to the customer at this point. So the communication can, continues, and at the same time, agent can quickly look at the history, customer journey, even the co-browse, all the basic Oceana from previous releases, as well as additional enhancements are available, which I'm not covering here. It's more of focusing on what we are going to do in this use case. And at this point, we can look at also the supervisor, where you can see that notification will be coming. The sentiment from the customer will get to the customer. Sorry, from customer to supervisor. So we are gonna at this point saying, okay, I'm not happy with the rates, bad rates. As you can see, the speech analytic will pick up the word, and then the supervisor will be notified. So we can look at again functionalities that are available to the supervisor, but the main point is the picking up the speech. So at this point, supervisor can get into the call, and as I said, the next flow would be sending an SMS inviting the customer to the video call and resolving the issue, providing a better rate. So the customer wasn't happy with the rate that initially was provided. Supervisor get a chance to do a. So this is the use case number 2. As I mentioned, this can be combined as a use case 1, or just treated as a simple video call, because a new functionality you like to cover it here, but it's your choice how to perform. So the customer has an application. Again, one of the functionalities is video call, as well as many other things. So customer make a call, and the call get presented to the agent at this point. So the agent can answer the call, and again, agent can go through the. We have to unmute the video. Apologize. So once we unmute the video, you can see now the two-way video. I'm just looking out, so from the window, that you can see the both customer and the agent video. So this is just a simple call, and it can be released, and then the survey is sent, and the customer can complete the survey as a feedback. Right now I'm gonna move on to use case number 3. As I initially mentioned, you can combine the use case 3 and 4, as it mentioned in the script, to make it a long comprehensive flow, or break it to 2 use cases as I do during this video. So basically, this is a chat self-service use case where the customer can speak any language. We chose to be French, and agents speak English. So we have used the translation capabilities. So the transactions or the chat conversation get translated, and during this use case, the customer want to make some changes to their payment plan and date, and they are not happy with the service, and they escalate it to an agent, and if they are not happy, the supervisor come in, and as a part of these use cases, we can bring in the expert and solve a problem that the agent could not do, which we cover in the use case 4. But as a part of use case 3, we're gonna start by going to the application, and from the application we are going to start a chat conversation. Is one of the capabilities that the phone does. So we go, the mobile app does. So we start the chat at this point. So you can see that the chatbot would join. This would give us additional abilities to perform some self-service transactions. So at this point, so I will speak in French and get translated. Je vais changer la date de paiement. Yeah, so as you can see, it's translated. But to quickly go to the agent, I will just escalate the call, the chat. So the word escalate would allow the, as you can see, so the agent is now able able to answer the call, and at this point the chat conversation can go on with the customer. And again, the agent can quickly pick up the history and look at the standard capabilities, the journey, the screen pop for the CRM. Here is the first time we'll have to log into the Salesforce. So this is as a part of the login. So then the screen pop will be there. So the customer data is available, the journey as well, it's there. So we're not covering that part, we're just going to move on. The sentiment, as you can see, we have a view of what the customer is sentiment is. As I mentioned, the journey, customer journey, you can also look at the data that is available. There are some enhancements is being made, which you can browse throughout and explain to the audience as you perform the demos. So looking at the supervisor again, we are checking for the sentiment, and as you can see now there is no notification, but now I'm gonna locally the sentiment also will change. We'll come back to that. So I'm gonna say je n'aime pas. So at this point you can see on the supervisor where the bad service is being picked up, and this would allow the supervisor to get into the call or additionally bring in the expert and resolve the customer issues. So we can drop the call. The survey will also be sent at the end. All right. So moving on, we are going to start use case 4. As I mentioned, use case 3 and 4 can be combined together. The important part of use case 4 is we are bringing the UCCC integration part, which is new, and it is customized by our ASA and APS team, and we are working to make that as a part of package offering with the Ocean. So as you can see on the screen, on the left banner, we have added the UCCC integration part. In this integration, there is presence from the Aura platform or Equinox platform, and the multimedia messaging is taken, that component from the Equinox platform and presence from the Aura platform. They are combined in order to provide these capabilities. So this allows the back-end communication between the agent, supervisor, as well as bringing the additional expert to the call in order to resolve some of the more complicated queries and the questions that the customer have. So we'll go through the flow, and as I mentioned before, the initial part is same as the use case 3, where a chat session starts and the translation happens, and the supervisor kick in to solve the problem by picking up the notification, and then we involve the expert and move on. So to start now, so we'll go to the mobile app, and same as previous use case, we start the chat conversation. So as soon as we start the chat, we have the chatbot that comes in, and we are going to be able to start the communication. So same as before, je vais changer la date de paiement. So the message gets translated back, and then the same way I'm going to escalate the call. Oh, sorry, escalate. So the call will get landed to the agent. call is presented, agent can answer the call, and at this point the agent can continue with the conversation with the customer. So the question here is how we are going to bring in the expert. So I'm going to, as an agent, type that we need to ask the expert. So the customer had the questions, and then there is a fee involved. We make up a flow of how we are going to do this use case. So now, because I haven't, as an agent, have a query that I need to go back to my backend office. So now we are going to use the expert. So as you can see on the screen, that we are going to bring in the expert. So I go to the expert. I know who are the experts available to me. I have their presence, and I just start the conversation with the expert. At this point, I'm going to ask expert, is there any fee for this service that customer is asking? So it's just to build up a scenario, a flow, to demonstrate this use case. So we are back, as you can see. The expert received a message that agent needed help, and there is a question for this scenario. And as an expert, I'm gonna mention, yes, there is a fee that we can provide this service, but there is a fee that you have to pay. So this will build up the case where the expert can advise. You can see the message receives. It's as a notification, it will pop, and also on the messaging you just need to scroll down and see that. So now the agent goes back to the chat, and at this point can communicate to the customer that yes, we can provide this service, but there is a cost. So you make up the use case that you want, and you can refer to the script. So at this point, customer received the message that they have to pay for this service. So we want to build that the customer is not happy with this service. So, and from the customer, I'm gonna. So we also monitor the sentiment on the agent. So, je n'aime pas votre service. Très mauvais service. So I will just, give some negative. So the message is translated back. And because of that, the negative supervisor is picking up the message, and we can see the sentiment. Agent can see that the customer is not happy, and obviously because they don't want to pay this fee for our scenario. So what now supervisor can do, can come back to the same UCCC integration tab, and from there engage with the it's like a barging functionality to help the agent to resolve this issue. So we now getting supervisor will inform the agent that for this customer, let's waive the fee and let the customer move on with this. So as you can see, the agent receives the message, and also it can scroll down, read this message, and then agent can go back. It's important to highlight here that we can send the capture, it's a rich media. We can send the clip, we can send the document, and as you can see now, the agent passed the information to the customer, and then there is an opportunity here for the customer to give feedback. So I can as a customer say, service is be good, so that way we can monitor and see. So, j'ai content, c'est très bon, merci, bon service. So I'm happy with the service, thank you, and so we can check on the supervisor, but actually it's more important to receive the negative feedback. But we can now look at the sentiment and we can see that the customer is happy. So all of these analytics also can be captured and reused, and the data would be available. So we were able to bring in the complete backend office using this customization to enhance our service from a contact center with the speech analytic and other capabilities that's provided as this. So this concludes. We're going to terminate the chat, and the survey is sent to further look into the feedback that we received from the customer and so this called the release. So we are concluding use case 4. Thanks. Yes, now we moving on to use case 5. So use case 5 is a POM integration. We are demonstrating how we integrate POM. A widget is built in the Oceana workspace to allow the agent to start a campaign. In this use case, we are starting an agentless campaign. So once the campaign starts, by sending an SMS to the customer and informing them that their renewal is being approved and they can process by confirming the quotation. So that is, as you can see, we can from the widget on the workspace we can send SMS to any number. It will work. So once we send the SMS, the customer would receive the SMS, and the POM will initiate the call from the contact list. So the customer is being informed, and so they can confirm this and continue finishing this transaction. Again, the importance of this part is the new functionality widget for the POM that's been added to this as a customization as a part of UCC integration, which hopefully is going to be packaged and available. So this concludes the use case number 5. The last use case, we're moving to use case number 6. In this use case, we are demonstrating the ability of the contact store, capturing the customer touch point and data, and helping the system to recognize when the customer call back in. So we can call it as a contextual IVR, is a self-service. The scenario is the customer will go to the mobile app, to their insurance, and when they visit that, they receive a quotation or they don't confirm to a message that was sent to them, but the system will pick up that activity at any later time when the customer called back in. They will get prompted with appropriate prompt saying, you were visiting that and whether you want to continue. So the customer do not need to explain, I received this email or this SMS or this message and I'm calling back to confirm. So we already know why the customer is calling. And I also demonstrate if the customer visit another option on the application, we play a different message because there was no communication regarding the other capabilities of the application. So now we start. This is to show the contextual IVR. So a customer goes to the. So as I mentioned, we go to the one of the sections of the app. You just scroll down, opening up on the left side. So we are, if the customer visit So as I mentioned, the requirement is to visit that specific insurance section of the app. Otherwise, the context store will not have the data, and then the flow will be different. So we just gonna go to the insurance at this point. Okay. 1 second, insurance. We go to the renewal, and then we'll see what was sent to us from the system, but we decide not to confirm. And at a later time, we go back to the soft phone, and we are going to make a call to the bank. So as you see, we inform the customer that we are aware that you visited the insurance, and if you want to continue with that, and you are happy with that quotation, press 1 and continue with that. And now we release this call, we go back to the same application, but this time we are not going to visit the insurance. I'm just gonna go to the payment, loan settlement, which is totally a different selection part of the application. And then I do the same thing. I don't confirm, go back to the soft phone and make the same call back. As you can see, the prompt was totally different. So that clearly shows that the system was aware of the customer and the context was picked up and proper action was taken.